certainly the best.
Waya bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà o ugi bota wẹsẹ̀ ni wọn ẹ̀dùn ló pẹ̀ wò dọ́lọ́ wáyé rẹ̀ wà á nà yí ma ṣiṣẹ́ wẹsẹ̀ ẹni máa gbà kàdínà yẹn náà ugi bota náà ọ̀kẹ́ra ẹ̀ òhóòrè ọ̀hán òrè ìrìnà yóò rè ká òhóòrè rẹ̀ bí ọmọ èsì à
Àwa.
ọ̀dọ̀lẹ̀ wòye à
Àwa.
ọ̀dọ̀lẹ̀ wáyé à
Àwa.
ẹnìyà ni wọn ẹ̀ wẹ́ẹ̀nì n'ọba àwọn òrè òkú òní n'ọba da òrè àwọn òpè àní n'òwe bá èèmọ̀ ẹ̀wò òrè wẹ́ẹ̀nì rékọ̀t wẹ́ òwẹ́ èmù ẹ̀ yaba òrè police station àdómù ẹ̀ wọ́n yá yé ẹ̀rẹ̀ dàgbé ẹ̀ máa ó máa gbọ́ àkàwọ́ òrè ẹ̀tẹ́wọ̀n ní agún ẹ̀gbọ̀n ayọ́ òrè náà ọ̀rẹ́ wa rẹ̀ tẹ̀wọ̀n pásọ̀ kábàánù ọ̀nà mọ́
Ibe dunogo me ofun igbo sabago waro wa bi chota wa bi danyo. Ofun igbo sabago wa yaro oba atokpe
iṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa ọ̀tá rẹ̀ ìbísù gbé Victor
Adonewu zomo ugewese ege no ya temata ima gbe na hina huda na tere ma no manya mi arinu na ri eme na tai ma no ya eruwi yori o ewuku ohoge de bi o mesi ohoge ima na ba mai ọba atọpẹ
ise.
iṣẹ́ mẹ sa bọ́sẹ̀ igi ní obi ẹ̀ o lórí ẹ̀dọ́ báyìí ọ̀ka ẹ̀ kì í nà bí ọ̀ka gbọ́ ibi ẹ̀ yà ó tàbí ya fẹ́ worldwide bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wà ya fẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ní ẹ̀yà mọ́ ẹ̀ ló wà á mẹ́tì gùn ẹ̀ sí wọn náà gbogbo ẹ̀ ta gbogbo ẹ̀ gé gbogbo ẹ̀ ta múlẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tà mú fẹ́
sakasi yeye sakasi yeye lókòlókò záyé ọmọdé gọlọgọlọ yíwẹ èsòwò kánṣó.
Iso. Oso
E
ye
kanso,
gbe
oyu
ikwa.
le sowo.
Da ya mo to wi so. Oso ye gbe kwa. Oni lo ma pa e bo musu e.
màrá ìwé yé so
àbẹ gbẹgbọn náà
màrá yé so
ọgbọgbọdọ ọyúre èsòwò.
anyone oh oge de mai ori aibo ogwo ma o si egbe koto we no we kai to we si we koto oni won so to mu da oge no ba ma oge no ba no mu ba ma o me no ki egbewe ọma legbewe ihe ni ka bo ri ara o se gbiwo ẹni nínú ká ẹ owó kìí ma owó kìí orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà náà owó kìí náà wà tá orílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà náà owó kìí náà tá orílẹ̀ upẹ́ ẹ̀mí náà gẹ̀ ìyàdìdẹ́ politics ìgẹ̀ òtúnṣe rẹ̀ wò owó kìí ẹ̀yí náà náà kótó náà pa ọ̀la náà ọ̀wọ́ kìí náà kí ọkọ̀ náà pa ọ̀la náà ọmọ mi wò wọ́ bọ́ sí èmi náà wọ́n máa dẹ́rù wà wọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ owó kìí ẹ̀ máa ọ̀tẹ̀wẹ̀ pásọ̀
Domonsa.
Zebe pastor Chiwe on Owosa. Oge. Oye.
Domonsa. Osa no wo do apagi to re ma. Onda gba ike don wa doge. Mane mana gbon. Ma se ti jo oge ji. Onda we si eke. Ni ma o mana si eke ni. Ana mi wo ma la tene mama. Ujaji. So pa okobo ọ̀yẹ̀mẹ̀ náà máa yí okobo ọ̀zùọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà gún àlòtọ̀ ẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà zí ẹgbàgbọ̀n ní ẹgbà okòtọ̀ ní ẹdọ́ owó ìyẹn àgọ́ àlòtẹ̀ rẹ̀ náà okobo rà hẹ́mẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ayé kan ń yọ̀ wọn àgọ́ ẹ̀ka ẹ̀ zí ẹgbẹ́ ẹgbà okòtọ̀ yẹn sùn ẹgbẹ́ ayé tó okobo rẹ̀ dẹ̀ agbé ọba wa gbàgbà ogun anyọ́kẹ́ kà náà kòtà anadi kpúyòtọ̀ ọ̀nà wọ̀ kí ó wúyẹ ọmọ náà gbọ́ ẹ lórí ẹ náà tó rè mẹ́ra sán ẹ̀dẹ́ gàdí gbé ìyẹn ìgbà sùn ọmọ okùn ara yòówù ebe wini ebe babe mugie damani ni ege ya yo bo no gba okoto o wa sun e wa mu yo mu gbere bo ma ni anyewe a wo ki sunu da mi se abada o se no abada su ma ye so mate aro de mo me mate aro ma wanjo ne da do na la wa lobie wona imu yo mu re won go ko bono ebe nwa ndo o me nwa ga eme o gba okoto o gwa loto e ndo eme soro no si ezo yu webwe odowa me uwebo seva uwebwe odion we kekebe okage loge uwebwe man awo seva da gbakoko ikin akugbe no ligi ewa o ma la do teme ma we ugba akoto ugwa loto e wa mi oto no ti o ma ni we lare o ma ka gume gwa kan na de ma yayi so osenegi awekin I osana gbada yin we ose agbo gemi ne no matter mane igele gba akoto ri ogele no egbe mi ni malawo wo kin wo ni kin wo mi igo ma wa gu egun odo no soro yuwa eva uwepo ndo oge kin ebe soro na wa asa na baba no ya gwa lo oge do taba me egbe ma me ri oga odio we ebo ive gu yo obo uga nogie ebo iligi yo obo uga odo no nya wa we uche ti yo ko pa yin unda we ke emi oko oge ne uga mi oga mo kaka bo mo no no make na am yo ligi oba atop pe
oge magwaka ni nwa oge ewinoki edenja no kwa no wa no wewo no wo tu oge aje hu evidan no ma ye oteme bizugbe
eme na yurugu aka na oge ma no ba ma oge na ba oge salobo na egi mami em oge ebi o mesi okie ti o mo wo ema okie ti o mo oge ema o mo oge esu no ekeni eriri la to zagawa zewe no teme kata ban aga ha sade ma so no ya to oge aya okwa we iri ewe wa ye mana we ga ayo me ma wo ayi nye so nbo ede no ni seti do to oge ma emi ni eho ni ehu ona ho ene o we yemi na ri yepo oni wa bi agogo kan yere we ogba na yo oge gba to fan no kwa ogbe mata emi ro pa ti fan no o we yere wo kie ke ho oge e ma yeye ile mo na yin mi wa we amada we mu pogbon ga ye e ma ta gbogba ne dagbe do wan doge mi kina tan hu da we oteme yunu kan ban okobo agado tam we gwa lo to wa yin yan mami okobo wo mumu okobo ga iune onwanyo dane oyo ye yaku o mumu o se ti dolowo ma be yi e dolore gbe yi o ma no ye be ri o ese ti bu ese ti diabo ese ti yin se o ba to pe
anyway oge magwa kana oge do gwe oge re ewuwe enogi okun ewuwe deveni ya do atama we iye we ewodoga we ojo we dan hama we gwalo temo ukya ikawe ukya wi no aruwa oge ege ne deni wa upo agbawe nu pogbana o me minaru we dade ezira no awebo no lori aro de na ayoporu no e wa ni wa na fi anyo fi ya o wa no we ni emu ewo na ri ayo wo bo no we ni yoko oge gwewo na ho o we ni ewo na we ni ewo na e tie yo de agodi wa we no jon ya igba e ri anyo enika wa bege ewo na wa dole inu o pa no ku no we ni emu ria o we ni yoko oge gu ma fe owe oto ni makena owo ni yoko oge ri awa owo ni ewo na emi ni oruso na ya bi oge wo re gbe uda we ga ya ru ihe ni elegbe we wu ye nu ta he o meti we ne reso egbe kunie noka no geva no ge ya se unye wo kwara we ogbe owe mi na we uligi to so egbe ma mi ya ne we ebi no ki oge ema edole wo yi ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ló dẹ́ yìí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè rọ̀pá yìí òògì no bá wọn òògì náà gẹ̀ẹ́ ní ọ̀rùn ayé àwọn ọmọkọ̀ èrì ẹ̀kọ́ amẹ́ ọ̀nà tí ọ̀nà gì ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀sọ̀ wọn ní ìgbóná bá òògì.
òwe náà má tiẹ̀ bọ̀ tó ti wù kí.
ọtí wù kí mọ òògì kí ọtẹ̀fẹ̀ pásítọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ẹ̀ òògì màgùn aká
ẹ̀ mú òògì màgùn aká ẹ̀ wọ́n bọ̀ sí òògì
wọ́n yà sí àwọn náà
yà lè tọ́kọ́ pàdé ìbí náà wọ́n ẹ̀ wọ́n bọ̀ sí òògì ọmọ nu máa wẹ̀ mọ̀ ẹ̀ gbà mí wọ́n awẹ̀ yẹ aga na òwò ẹ̀jì nu wọ́n ya nukú ẹ̀yẹ bá nu ya la ọ ìgbọ̀fọ̀ ọjọ́ máa tó òògì dàmà ẹ̀ tọ́ ma ní mi wẹ̀ yẹ wẹ̀ ẹ̀ bá ní ma kẹ̀kẹ́ àmọ̀ yẹ bá ní amọ̀ mà bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ òsàdókò do ahọ́n nọ ẹ̀zẹ̀ bá sọ̀kùn ẹ̀kú wẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ kọ́ kpara rẹ̀ bì náà wọ́n ẹ̀ òkú náà nìyà sọ̀kùn ẹ̀bì náà wọ́n ẹ̀ má ka ìgbè àzà náà sọ̀kùn ẹ̀mà náà hu ẹ̀ dò bá èkìrìsì yẹn náà fi gbé mọ̀ bọ́ yẹn wọ́n yẹn mú ẹ̀ wo àlámù rẹ̀ dàdọ̀ wọn kọ́ wọn náà bí àlámù rẹ̀ ó gbúgbà fi ló gbẹ́ náà wù ìjẹ́sù yẹn náà ló sọ ní ma fi gbégbé à ní ma fi gbégbé ọ̀magun yẹn gan ń da yẹn òkóbó náà tá ọkẹ́sọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ̀wù ìjẹ́sù náà gbòó kòtò wọ́n ẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀sẹ̀ náà gbòó kòtò bẹ́ẹ̀ n'ókà o òwò ní ọ̀pá wẹ̀ mú rẹ̀ wọ́n wẹ̀ mú àdámù rẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn àbọ̀ pè àgbà du ẹ̀kíní bàtà kì miere ní ọ̀pẹ àgbà wà mú rẹ̀ ẹ̀ ná miewẹ́ dé èkú wá kárí ẹ̀rìn ẹ̀ dà hó ná.
wọ́n ní ọ̀pẹ àmọ́ ìwé òkọ́.
ò dé èkú wá kárí ẹ̀rìn ẹ̀ dà hó ná wà á yín yín mẹ́nu wà á yín ná n'ọ̀pẹ àníyàn ìgbà wẹ̀ wò òhun náà pàgbà yọ̀tọ̀bọ̀ wà gbàlámù rẹ̀ ọ̀nà wà mú ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀ wà ọ̀nà wẹ̀ n'ọ̀pẹ àníyàn àgbà wẹ̀ wò ọ̀nà ìjẹ́sù kéye ẹ̀ wẹ̀ ẹ̀mẹ̀ ní àtàrà òwò rẹ̀ wẹ̀ ọ̀hún yìí òkóbó yìí ọ̀kẹ́sùn ìdá mọ́wù ìjẹ́sù yìí jọ̀gí àti nọ́nyàrá ni matthew gbégbé ẹ̀ máa nọ wọ́tọ́ wà wọ́n òkú náà lábọ̀gọ̀ náà mi ò wáwé náà wẹ̀ ẹ́ ìyẹn náà ó yìí o ọ̀yẹ́dọ̀gbọ̀ kì í tùn ún mú ọ̀nà wà yẹ fẹ́ náà fi gbé wọn bọ́ náà lọ́gùn ayẹ náà dé náà máa ń wọ òhọ́rù wà yà fẹ́ wọ́n náà fi gbé inú kà ọ̀nà náà gọ̀ náà nọ́pà náà rè nọ́pà ìyẹn náà kó arígbé yóò tó tọ̀ ọ̀nà yóò tọ̀ náà lóòótọ́ jésù náà gbé mbù kó tọ̀ ọ̀gẹ́sẹ̀ pé yàjẹ́ àmàgí yẹn mi kíá àmà ìwọ wọn ni yòó ọ̀gẹ́ ìlànà wẹ̀ ọ̀nà ìbò nínú òkú náà wẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa lọ́ọ́ fi gbé yàsù wẹ̀ sì máa wù ọ̀gbọ́n náà lè tún mọ̀ yìí ọ̀gbọ́n yẹn lọ́pàdàpà yìí rẹ̀ máa nọ nyàmà jésù náà wẹ̀ àkíyà ẹ̀yìn wẹ̀rẹ̀ dọ́bẹ̀ ọ̀nà wẹ̀ yà bọ̀ ọ̀nà òkú ni yà pa ọmọ yà bọ̀ mà oge do ta mà wẹ̀ kàkà bọ̀ wẹ̀ ọmọ náà wẹ̀ gbọ́n ọ̀ká wẹ̀ bọ̀ mà ni ẹ̀ mọ̀ oge bà náà ni ẹ̀ tẹ̀ mọ̀ yẹn náà bí kúyà ìfà kà á yẹ nuwẹ̀ yà òyìn ọ̀wẹ̀ ìmáyáyí ọ̀gbọ̀lẹ̀ bí náà ọ̀yà va ègbé bábẹ̀mí náà ọ̀gẹ́ ìjọ ègbé okobo náà ta chema wẹ̀kíà wẹ̀rẹ̀gà okobo ọjọ́ wẹ̀kíà wẹ̀rẹ̀gà agbọ́lọ̀ tẹ́ni ukega yìí mẹ́rì òkèkèrè rẹ̀ ọdún àti ìmá ẹ̀hùn dẹ́mi sàmẹ́dẹ́sùkì ọwọ́dọ̀ bá ìgbìnàfíà ọ̀rẹ́ màmẹ́ mìíràn wà ọ̀rẹ́ màtànà ìyẹn wà mú ìgbìnàfíà náà mú yẹ púpọ̀ nìrè kékeré ni ẹ̀bá òun ẹ̀dọ́rà ìyẹn kìí ní tẹ́bọ̀ náà fọ wẹ̀ka agbọ́lọ̀ tẹ́ni nẹ ukega akárẹ̀ wẹ̀ ọba àtọ́pẹ̀ yẹ.
ẹniwọn ẹgẹ bí kí á bọ ní oge ẹ màgùn akànà wẹ náà káyọ lè rán dọ́wọ́ ni nọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nà wẹ ká bá ma oge à wẹ kédo lára wà ní wẹ ká bá oge kédo lára èdè ọ̀wà abẹ́ bá wẹ oge
èdè ọ̀wà náà sọ.
ṣùdá ọ̀ní wà ẹ̀wọ̀n ni ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ dẹ́wọ́n mẹ́ ká bá ma oge wẹ náà anádọ̀ abá wẹ ẹníkà ọwà kásẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n abẹ́ ẹníkà ẹ̀ ọtí mọ́ náà yẹ́rì ọ ọ̀rẹ́ sí lọ wà sẹ́ra wà gẹ̀ arọ̀ sọpá iye sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá wọ́kàrẹ́lẹ̀ ìyàwó ẹ̀zẹ̀zọ̀ nà wúwàdó mẹ́wẹ́ níwọ̀n ẹ̀ nèmi wàá èmi máa sìn àbọ̀ òtọ̀ náà kí ẹ̀ wàá ọ̀sẹ̀ sọ̀bọ̀ à ọ̀pọ̀lọ̀ lọ́sọ̀nà bọ̀ à àríyẹ́nẹ sọ̀ à èmi á sọ wẹ́dí ọ̀wáwé rọ̀ ọ̀wẹ́ à dènìyàn àrùn yà ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ kí o tọ̀ sẹ́nà ọwọ́ ẹ̀rí ẹgbà ẹ̀rí àwa ìwọ náà ọ̀yà arú èmi ẹ̀sọ́ ọ̀yà láàtọ̀ náà máa dẹ́ mú ní ọ̀yà mú kí ẹ ọwọ́ àwẹ̀ fi ebí làdíà oge na bà wọn ayé ọwọ́ àwẹ̀ sí ẹni wọn ayé na mẹ́wẹ́ nèèmá na dosú ẹ̀rí àbà ẹ̀wọ̀ nana bàgbọ́ oge ẹ̀wọ̀ ni ẹ̀yìn náà ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀gbẹ́yàfẹ́ ẹ̀ náà yẹn owó ebe àárọ̀ ìgbé káàdì rọ̀ àti ebe etí sàrọ̀ gìdìrò yákì ọlọ́wọ́ kwa ìyá àbàgbòógè ìyá ni ẹ̀yà rẹ̀ mú yẹ police station sẹ̀ pé ní akátà sí ẹ̀yà ẹ̀zọ́zọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀zọ́ àwẹ̀ rẹ̀ wò bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ àwẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́ ẹ̀ níwọ̀n ẹ̀ ẹ̀zọ́ náà wọ́n ya fó ẹ̀ akẹ́ aládìí ayọ̀ awọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ́ ìhùn náà nà rẹ̀ wò lé sọ́ọ̀sì wà náà ìkèrè orí akẹ́ o ẹ̀zú lóko náà ẹ̀zọ́ká náà àròtọ̀ náà àwẹ̀jọ́ náà èyí ni màá kẹ́ rẹ̀ dọ̀ rẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ wà á gbé yìí ta o ẹ̀ nọ ọmọ egwu yìí ẹ̀rọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ egwu yìí òtá àgbọ̀ yẹn fẹ́ iná iná àgbù yìí ẹ̀rọ àwa miẹ̀ wò náà máa miẹ̀ wà á tẹ̀ ìkẹfẹ́ rí ọmọ ìnà kí èmi nì ọmọ ọ̀nà yegú gbìnà dọ́ọ̀ náà wò kọ́ yẹ wò à ń nehun náà wọ́n wà kọ́ à ń nehun náà mọ́ ògè ní ẹ̀ má bà má èmi yà fẹ́ ẹ̀rẹ́ yọ ẹ̀ máa ní wọn ẹ̀ abe edun wẹni ni makabe ta wọnà wọ ọkàrẹlẹ ọmọ ẹsọ ẹgbẹ wọ ọkàrẹlẹ ìyákẹrin tó kẹrin kù wẹ ọjọ wẹ má ẹsọ ẹgbẹ ọba má ẹ má wọn ẹ ìyákẹrin tó ìyákẹrin kù òfin ọyẹ pọ wọ á yẹ ẹdàgbọn wọn wọdà wẹ má mọ ọba wọdà má òórè wẹ á dọ ta èmi ni wúwẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ nà mọ ta wákìá ló wọ gẹ́lẹ́ wà sọ ẹgbẹ obuse wa hẹmẹ náà bàtà ni wọn ẹ ń dá ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ̀ náà rọ nẹ́ẹ̀bẹ̀ mà agbọ̀nhẹ́ wa bẹ bẹ́gẹ̀ sọlọ́mọ́rọ́ gẹ oye náà dùn náà ní ma oye náà dùn náà ní ma ni wọn ẹ̀yìn mà nìrún yìí dùn náà ọ̀ dùn náà ní ma yá wọ́n àwòwò wàrẹ́ ìbàgbọ́ òhòrè máa ẹyẹ òwúrẹ́ nìyẹn
kene iho ni riete bo o ge win maya ka mo eba anawe emene mata o wana ri ba o ge bo ke kinu wedo o na ge na ave fi tagbo nu akem na wedo o ene do ya gwa lo to e do o ta de ge mata ta no ga u la me na ya mo eme na ihe ban awe ma yu la me ara mi wa ba wa o ge asien tumanika o neru oba osa baba yemena yebora owe no mati ebo ogi ti uki mama wa na ba oge owe na ya hewe gbo owe no han we me agbon e ile ma tu e abeteme ni re e kabetu wa ge oge gwegbe yin wa ye mata gwegbe yin na mi kin na to na mi egbe ahen aro ebo ni odo dagme odo hen oba atokpe
ise
oge ke si la edagbon ma mo dabe no timata e bange Victor Ibizugbe oge si oge be guoge edagbon ma ogwoge igiowa we ga ta uga ligi we ga gogo owe e kodo zuo o ka ge yin agbewi agbe o ma ikene na gbe wa e o ga be so igbe o se gbogi o ma edobe we ga done igu toge ya momani yukpore unda mani ya iyo we bo mi e bo gbe bo e mama mi agbede o ga pa bare ba wa itabona ya mo ene we age wa
you be varo
e oteme o ga ya to mani no e o ga to mausa o ga to mason o ga to ma van o ga to ma obi ode o ga to ma da o we no ma tie bo oga tiuki eve no vie you we ko ameve no vie you we gbe ni iyen no sanogo dua igagele opa eva e pe mi no ko na ta na iyen opa oga ito ni maya ka we ayame no ene wa obo wa yopin yo ene ori o rada bo ta lo kan ene soro wa ta lo kan mu do ge na mu ba eyin mi ga dan ni o ene soro o vieve ogun alade amunu ọmọdé mi ẹgbẹ́ ọgbọ̀n rẹ̀ zera agbọ̀n mẹ́yìn mi nọ̀rọ̀ ń wéra ní ìdánilọ́ yìí ìyá dédé ọkà kí ni ìyẹn ẹgbẹ́ ògè wẹ̀ yàrá ìrà yìí wẹ́nà lélẹ̀ ọkà yẹ lè kíá wẹ́nà rẹ́bọ̀ wẹ́nà ọ̀wẹ́nà jẹ̀mọ́ ẹ̀ jí ẹ̀ wẹ̀ kí ọ̀yẹ̀ níwẹ̀ núdé mi nù wú àtàkì àsọ́bàlọ̀ yọ̀mọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òkè kẹ́ ẹ̀ má núdà ìyẹn nìgàrẹ́ ọ̀gá gbọ́ agbé mọ́ ẹ mẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá náà rí yẹn ní mẹ́wàá yẹn oyin ni wari o mamudia no yen wu ne ona ka sun be gbo mo obi e ona ya kinke ona we la no giver ona ya kan ye o ona la no giver ona ya kan no zuwa na ya de ibesa yera gbono ba mi yera ba mi o ba lo ni ona ba mojo wa wari ayo egbe ona ye meso ki o meme no ma o pa enva wi e ga gele e be soro be no ti makata be ni nwa si we o ma na duye ona wi emi emi na ga ikobo ye ga lu emi e nara ore iyisen ya gwa lo to wi ga gele o pa enva be mi no wuna owe de ni o ma ni mi egbe na lawo wo were ga gogo we si o balo ye dagbon anu nu de okie ke o ho e ma oba ga to pe
Ise.
anyway ya iwe oge e magun aka na e mo oge ye e ma ye ba ma oge mo da we ba oge eyan ha ewe wa so eyan ha ewe wa fa
wa
e nu ta e o akan o do kan odugbo owe ta ba oge
Yera ọpa ẹ̀ bá.
Yera ọpa ẹ̀ bá. Ọ̀wé náà gbé náà dẹ́gẹ̀. Ọwọ́ mi ò hàn ẹ̀ tù ẹ̀. Ó ní ìwòrí tó ẹ̀ bá.
Nga bọ̀nà tó.
Bọ̀nà tó. Ìwòpó 1944 1942. Ẹ̀nà dẹ́gẹ̀ èpò ọ̀rọ̀ àgbé. Dẹ́gẹ̀ yìí lọ́dẹ̀ yàtọ̀ kan náà. Èpò ọ̀rọ̀ àgbé yìí kọ̀ gbà ọ̀nà. Ọ̀rí ìgbépò yẹn sí ẹ̀yọ̀ ìgbọ́ ìgbóbodò ìdè. Ọmọ ipa gbé. Iye ìrẹ̀ ọ̀nà wo tí ẹ wá gbìyàn mọ́ náà ọ̀nà tó kúsẹ̀ láàrẹ̀ ìmẹ̀ wá mi ẹ̀rọ àwẹ̀ mọ́ta yé kéré rẹ̀ ní ọwọ́ kípọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ̀ mẹ́ ọwọ́ kípọ̀ kí ọ̀nà wà viẹ̀mà mọ́ta ìmọ̀ àwọn ọ̀bọ̀wọ́ èyí àṣẹ àánà yé àṣẹ ọ̀rọ̀ náà gbé náà dẹ́rẹ̀ àmì àwọn ẹ̀ tó mẹ́ ẹ̀ o èwọ́rì tó mẹ́ bá ń dẹ́bọ̀ náà tó anyway ọmọ náà mú òrè bàwẹ̀ èrè òye ó bà náà tìyẹn ní o ó má bà náà o èmi ni wọ́n tá máa tọ́sọ̀ máa ní ègbé ẹ mà náà yà bò rẹ̀ bà wọ́n òrè rẹ̀ bà wọ́n òrè ọ̀tá rẹ̀ bá bò bá èyí àrọ̀ ni wọ́n ẹ̀ èmi náà sí ẹ̀dọ́ owó díẹ̀ sábàdà gí asíwá òde kè. òṣèré ni èmọ̀ ni màá bí ẹlẹ́yìn yìí ní àmà ẹ̀ ọ̀ yìí máa tẹ́ nínú ayáfẹ́ máa wà náà pàtẹ́ iná dé ka ẹ̀ mọ́ tọ̀ nẹ́ n'ọdẹ ka ya fẹ èmi ni wọn amaru wà mọ ẹbà ẹ adùn agbọ wọn ní ibà ẹ o ẹ ma èvè náà ọfìẹ mà níkà ọfìẹ mà gbọn ọfìẹ mà yìí ìrónì tó ọbọ yìí kíá bọ̀nà tó rẹ ní ìrónì ọkà dẹkùn wẹ ìdáná níwọ̀n ẹ bá mọ̀ náà mọ̀ ẹ gírí bọ́tà ọ̀rẹ́ dìnnẹ́ náà yóò tọ̀ ọ̀sàrọ̀bọ̀ ọ̀la wàdàmú pò ẹ̀ náà nàìjíríà yà fẹ́ ọ̀sàrọ̀bọ̀ ọ̀la ẹ̀dọ́ wa mala oda wani gbe mara saro bono ge gbe ran wa wani do ki wa ido ki musa wa me iwe gbedo ọba atope
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Hello and welcome to WIC Women in Conversation on ITV. My name is Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and this is a place where women sit together to discuss those affairs that are affecting women. We talk about everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. But today we're going to be talking on polygamy. I am going to be doing this today with Chisom Agbafu. Chisom Agbafu is a barrister and a legal practitioner.
Yeah, hi Patricia. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. Did I invite you? You are a house member. I didn't invite you. You are a member of WIC. So
that's true.
Yes, you walk in here yourself.
That's true.
And then of course I have on my left Princess Edith Madejemo. Princess Edith Madejemo is CEO Friedrich Gold Global Limited. Edith, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good day and welcome to WIC.
I'm just saying welcome because probably I'm the one starting to this program. But these two people here are in-house women.
It all depends on what you want when you are going into this polygamy. Are you getting it? So this man went into this polygamy with a young woman, a very intentional one at that. And look at them today. They are growing old
you
and they are
brought
still in
me
love.
back to Ojukwu and Bianca.
Okay.
We were all young then,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
if we could remember, I think their case was a case of love.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Because if I could remember a little story, a scenario around that period, Bianca's father was a governor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
So
not
it
as if
wasn't
it
about
was
money.
about money.
Yeah.
At all.
When Ojukwu bought Bianca a Benz, I think Benz 190
Chief
at
Ono.
that time, and then Chief Ono said, you can't want to spite or do whatever to my daughter with money. I have the money too. So he bought
And they
her
were
a
friends.
better car.
And they
Yeah.
were friends.
He bought her a better car, but Bianca turned down the father's car
Yeah.
and went for Ojukwu's
Yeah.
Mercedes. So if you ask me, that was for love.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bianca just married Ojukwu and became a polygamist because of love, not because of the money.
And she was a young girl.
And she was young. So she getting into it, at least there are a
No,
lot of...
some people do. Some people actually do. Some persons go into polygamy out of love, pure love. It's all, that is why I said the spiritual
But is
control
it
the
right?
physical.
That's what I want to ask. Is it right you coming into someone else's home, a peaceful home, a home that was already peaceful, and you come and say, because you're in love, you're coming to shatter the home? Because the first wife won't find it funny.
You know,
She won't be happy with it.
But the thing is, it depends on the family. You do know that there are families where the wives are already expecting another wife. They already know that.
That's a
oh,
home of religion, you know, like the Islamic
that's what I'm
religion.
saying.
Okay.
There are some people, apart from even religion, there are the homes where they have a mutual agreement. And the man has already even told the first wife that, look, after you, I might marry somebody. The next
have you
2
not
years
seen a
and all
case
of
where
that.
the man would tell the woman, "You are going to have 3 children. I'm going to have extra 2 kids outside."
Wow.
They have a conversation. There's
They
an
already
agreement.
have an agreement, an arrangement already. So
So
they
I'm
are
not
aware.
bringing this woman into your house, to this home, but I'm going to have extra kids outside. I love such men. They are very open, but it's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. That's why I said there has to be a structure.
Okay, so what's the danger behind that?
You should know that.
It looks like you're an expert in this. So what's the danger in that?
I'm not. You know, when you tell a woman, I'm going to have a second wife, it all depends on the kind of woman you are talking to. Women are very deep in nature. You know this. So if you are talking to a woman that is wholehearted, that can accept anything you bring, that is very upright, she will accept it in good faith. She will accept it. She will not do anything about it. But if you tell it to there are some people that are, like I said the other day, are naturally wicked. They are naturally wicked. So even when you do them no evil, bad, you do them no evil, they will be wicked. You treat them rightly, they will still be wicked. There are people that are just like that. So some may also go into polygamy because of women that are naturally wicked. They may not want to push her away, or they cannot even push her away to humble her to take a second wife. So men have different reasons of going into polygamy. So to humble such a wicked or a woman that is not respectful, they will get a second wife. If that would humble her, it may humble her and it may not. Are you getting it? So you coming to tell a woman that is naturally wicked or mean that as you are having 3 kids for me or 2, I'm going to have 2 kids outside. Expect it. Or I'm going to get married to you, or we're already married. I think I'm going to have a second wife. You are endangering your life.
Yes.
You are endangering it's a risky
if
thing.
It's not.
So, but if she's a very humble, good person,
Understanding
woman,
person.
it will not mean anything to her. She will just tell you, please, I want my peace. I just want my peace and I don't want drama. That such a woman, you respect her.
Okay.
Because they are not easy to come by.
Chisom, we're going to go back to these readouts that I read. Some writers say that polygamy helps maintain marital discipline. We haven't really dealt on that properly the way I want. How does it help to maintain marital discipline? What kind of discipline will polygamy help to maintain in marriage?
First of all, polygamy does not maintain marital discipline. I'm against that phrase because for you to maintain discipline, in what structure do you maintain discipline? Because a man marrying more than three women at the same time, you're telling me that it maintains marital discipline. Of course, there's no discipline in that. Because the balance of
the man self no discipline.
There's no discipline there. So the discipline might come in when there is already. That's why I made mention of 2 things. I made mention of purpose and structure, right? So if these things are there, then that's when you can now talk about marital discipline. But the idea alone of a man marrying more than 1 wife, for me, it is not marital discipline. It doesn't, definitely, you know that the consequences are much higher than a man who marries 1 wife. It's easier to manage conflict if they are, individual, a man and a woman, than then you're managing. We women are so much emotional, right? And then you're for you to even maintain 1, it's not easy. But you now have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to all manage them emotionally. How does this person feel about this? How does it? I mean, come on, you're not. They say men are polygamous in nature, but you can't share all the love equally. It's not possible.
That's not possible.
It's not possible.
You can't share all the love equally. It is not possible. Chisom says that. We cannot, men, you cannot share the love equally. It's not possible. But again, men are not, loving people, if you ask me. They just play around love. It's we women that loves. You see a man and you're falling in love already. Women, advise yourself. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay. Welcome back. It's still WIC, Women in Conversation. And I'm still here with Chisom and Princess, digging it deep with polygamy. Okay, let's go straight to, one of you probably will want to ask a question this time, because I say you're not guests, you're hosts. Don't leave it to only Patricia.
Yeah, of course.
So what's the question?
Okay. Is there a difference between is there a character difference between the children raised in a polygamous home and the children from a nuclear family?
Okay. Yes, absolutely yes. There's a clear difference.
Okay.
And the difference is sharing management. Let me just put it that way. The quota of sharing. As kids, normally, or let's say naturally, children have this selfish nature.
Yeah.
So it also depends on how you're sharing your love. So if a child knows that, oh, my dad, I have to share the love, my dad with his co-wives, my mom, my dad doesn't love my mom as much as he loves this person. This person's child takes 2 meats to school. Me, I'm taking 1 to school because my mom is the last wife.
Wow.
So there's always that, should I say, discrimination. And it's bound to happen. That's one consequence of polygamy. And these children, they see that difference that, oh, I don't get as much love as I would want to. I don't get as much attention as I would want to from my dad, because my dad is sharing his love. He has a lot of love to give.
Let me back you up. Let me back you up from there. There is always favorism.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always favorism.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. So, in my upbringing, I saw some things. So, at times, I try to bring it to my day-to-day activity. I like to always put it behind me. So, but now, let's come to treat this on the table. There's always favorism. The kids from the favorite wife are also favored. That is it. If you are the favorite wife, because when you are raised in a polygamous home, there's always a favorite wife, a party wife, a yale that used to cook food.
Yes.
There's always known for good food, or that we always cook food to entertain guests. But there's one I always go out with Baba. There's favorite wife at the long run. Then the children from the favorite wife at times are also favorite children, which brings enviness.
Yes, brings competition.
Competition, and at times, what do I call it now? Rancor in the family. So you see they're always fighting, envying each other, unhealthy competition and rivalry. This time now, it's not between wife and waifu. It's not between senior wife children,
and
junior middle wife children, and the other children. The way you treat the wife, their mother, they are going to retaliate. The children are going to
take
it upon themselves.
That hate in their hearts as well.
If you see these two women always fighting, like the senior wife and the junior wife, go to the backyard. The children are fighting. If they are not fighting, they are beefing each other.
It's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, a lot of trouble. So how do you manage this situation? That's the question. The children raised in a polygamous home, they seem to be hostile at times, because they're always ready for war, always ready to attack, because the home when they were growing was never calm, was never cool.
There was never love.
There was never love. There's always uproar every time. You just expect the unexpected. If it don't happen for morning, it will happen for evening.
Not be smart.
That's true. So the children from polygamous home, they already have a level of independence.
Yes.
That's a nuclear family.
So
John have for the child.
So the children raised in a polygamous home, they are ready to attack. They are somehow erratic. Then while the children raised in a nuclear home, they are shown love. I think that love, you can't take it away from them. They have more attention from their parents. They are more understanding. They are more tolerant. They are more humble.
Okay, so does this relate to their lives when they grow up? Do they behave the way we have just described them?
Of course it does. It affects, imagine growing up in a home where I only eat fish because that's what my mother gives me, and then the senior wife, their children eat meat. Definitely. Growing up like that with so much comparison. You know, they say comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So there's no joy in that home. As much as there's enough money to go around, there's no joy there. So if the man, he maybe even has an issue with the wife, he has an issue with my mom. So that's hate sometimes. If you go as children, if you go to him and then he wants to vent that anger, it could be like, please go, you know, that kind of thing. So there's bound to be transfer of aggression and all of that. So children growing up in such a home, mentally sometimes they find it difficult to even socially blend in with other people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to come to the African aspect of polygamy. When I say African aspect, I just hope you girls understand what I mean. What I mean is, you know, in this part of the world, as a black person, we're very suspicious. We're very not sure of what the next person wants to do. How does this play out in a polygamous home? Because why I say this is I have a story of a man who has 4 wives. And so the first wife didn't give birth on time was the reason why he got the second wife, from second to third and to the fourth. And so it was that second, unfortunately for him, the second wife had 2 children, were all girls. So it was the third wife who came with a male child, the first son, okay, before the first wife started giving birth. Now, this boy is having problem in school. All his younger ones, some of them has graduated. There's the one that graduated as a doctor, you know. But he had a problem in school and he was dropped back. In fact, he was to be rusticated. But for the father's intervention and, you know, some top big people in the country, so they made him to start from year 2. So he's struggling with education. Now, even the man said, the mother of the boy said, is because her child is the first son, is the reason why the other wives are attacking him.
You can't rule that out.
Really?
Yeah. It's very possible.
I had ruled it out already.
No, you said, from your question, you said, let's bring it down to the Africa way. Now we are talking about Africa. We are not talking...
And you think that is happening?
Oh, for sure. Yes. Are you not an African? You are from Delta?
No, let me call my name for you.
Okay.
My name is Patricia Gabriels. How am I African?
I'm sorry. I have a native name. My native name is Osea Hume. So I'm an African woman. Proudly a Edo woman for that matter. So when you bring it down to the African culture, where you have 1 wife, 2 wives, 3 wives, you have Ogbanje, you have witch, you have a Christian.
Idiots, please.
So you have now put all of them under your roof. They operate in different frequency. Yes, these women operate in different frequency. If this one is not a Christian, this one is a Muslim or has a very dubious mind. Mind you, there are some people that may not be this having these names that I just called, but their hearts may be deeper than somebody that is a witch.
That's true.
So when you now come and you have a male child, there are forces that will be fashioned against that male child.
Wow.
From that family. You're talking about Africa thing now. It may not be from the wife. It may be from the foundation. Are you getting it? So there are many forces against that child that is making him to struggle in school. You are talking about struggling in school. That is just the least they can do. So may we not be unfortunate to be in a situation where we have bad or wicked people in the family. So because there are many weapons that will be fashioned against that person that the ordinary eyes cannot see.
Apart from even the spiritual aspects, let's talk about the the physical. Let's say the conflict that occurs. You said he has 4 wives, right?
Yes.
So that's the issue. As much as that child knows that the way you share your love, for example, now the school that some of the children might be going to, maybe his favorite wife, these ones are going to a top school, these ones are going to a public school, or these ones are getting some sort of preferential treatment. It affects these children mentally. So even if we're saying aside the African thinking, normally every child feels that way. No matter who you are, you're going to feel inferior from your colleagues and all of that. And even bullying in school is also a factor.
Yeah.
When your colleagues know that, oh, say your mommy is the last wife, wife number what, they will make mockery of that
Let me
child.
paint a scenario for you. It's happened to an auntie of mine. She was a second wife, and they were 2 wives. At the same time, they were pregnant. I was there, I saw them. They were both pregnant at the same time. Then the first wife gave birth to a girl. Heavily pregnant at the same time. If you see them in the market, they are both heavily pregnant. Okay, now, and their husband was well to do, was good, was taking care of them. So if the first wife gave birth to a baby girl, and her was let loose. What did she say? She accused my auntie of changing her baby from the womb.
Oh my
God.
Is that even possible?
So what do you say to that?
Is that possible?
We all witnessed it. There was fight. And my auntie was heavily pregnant. I was physically protecting her, like, you cannot talk to my auntie. I have to move to her house to go and help her in case they want to fight her. So
You know that Edith can actually... No, let me reserve it.
so please hold it. So at the end of the day, when my auntie gave birth to the glory of God, she gave birth to a baby girl.
So that case settled.
That case settled. God vindicated her. So the jubilation when she gave birth to that child was different from every other thing in that family at that particular. Every other person that gave birth in our family at that time, we just congratulate the person. But you see that time that my auntie gave birth to a baby girl, if you see the jubilation, both extended family, we're all happy that, look at, you see what I'm telling you. So a lot of things will just happen when it's a polygamous. So you can't predict it. Are you getting it? So that is it.
Wow, it's a lot going on. I don't know why men want to put themselves in so much trouble. It's so much trouble marrying, wives, different kinds of wives, or like she said, different kind of characters coming into one roof. Oh, yes, even if it's not one roof, they are not under one roof. They know that, okay, you are there, this one is in somewhere and all that, and the conflicts begin to happen. So that's what is going to take me to this question. How do you think these men will manage conflict in a polygamous home?
Conflict, for me, I think it has to do with sacrifice. Sacrifice in the sense that, there is already an order how you people came in, and then you should just maintain it that way. We have first wife.
Jesus, it's even heavy for you. As a legal practitioner, it's even so heavy for you.
It's even so heavy for
that's
me
exactly.
as
Let
well.
me come to you, Chisom. Have you ever handled any polygamous?
Of course, yes.
Please go ahead.
When we talk about family law, even the issue of divorce, So some women are lucky, some wives are lucky if they do court marriage and all of that, unlike the ones that marry traditionally. So they maybe she wants to get a divorce and all of that. And then I'm hearing things like, yes, he already has 3 wives. One is in Morocco, one is in China, the other one is this. But for me, I'm tired, I want to do this. So normally, as lawyers, we see this every day, especially in aspects of family law. If you go to court, where they are talking about family cases, custody, battle, and all of that, you see a polygamous man is still fighting for custody
of the child.
But when you already have 8 children, but you still want custody of the last person from the last wife who wants to divorce you.
They are never satisfied.
So the battle just, the rift is here and there, and it affects the children. So that's why I said sacrifice. And sacrifice in the sense that you should know the order in which you people entered that marriage. This is the first wife. Originally, you know, number one stays number one in some certain aspects. Number two stays number two. You know, there needs to be an order to which you people respect each other, because if there's no respect, there's bound to be drama. There is bound to be disrespect and drama. So the first wife should acknowledge that, okay, these people came in after I came in, and they are new to this thing. Or if a new wife comes in, you know, the woman wants to establish some sort of territorial, I'm here now, you guys are old news, I'm here to stay, and all of that. So, but you need to understand, as I said, before you, even Princess said that, before you enter into polygamy, you have to put some things at the back of your mind. This one is not just you. It is you and others. So the sharing, you guys are going to be sharing love, sharing respect, sharing everything. If it's 4 wives, you are sharing everything into 4. If whatever you are sharing, you divide it into 4.
Is the division going to be equally? That's what I'm going to ask.
It will be equal.
Why?
That's
No,
why
it
I
can't
said
be equally.
It can't be equal.
Because
but it has to be
some people will-
sacrificial. The first wife will know that as the first wife, I just have to shift for some things. If not, there's going to be conflict. Exactly.
Okay, Chisom, let me go to you, Edith. Chisom said there should be understanding. You should know that this is the first wife, and you know, you respect the first wife, then the second wife, you know, the way you came in, you should follow it that way. But you know, some women, some of us will come and say, well, depends on what the man had told you when you were coming in. He probably would have told you, you see those ones, I never wanted to marry them. They forced me to marry them. You are the one I really wanted to marry. And then you come in, you want to come in with this ego. I mean, it's me he loves more.
Yeah.
How do you resolve that kind of problem?
There are some areas scatter. They will just come in, and even if you have a good home before or an understanding woman, they will just come and scatter everything for you. There are women like that. Now, there are women that will also come in, regardless of what you told them when you were bringing them in. Because you don't toast and make she done. You know, for a woman to agree to that your level, you know now. And there's have been wine as well.
I will just be carried away.
So there's have been wine. The man would have wined you, toast you, fry you. Then you now find yourself where you are. I will, if you ask me, I will advise, if you are a second wife, stay in your lane, stay in your house. Don't go to the family house. Pay visits, my opinion. So now if you are in the family house and you have a iyale, that's how they call it. There is iyale and you are iyawo. You want to come and take over the territory that you meant. And you want to claim everything like I'm the latest now, I'm the in thing.
I'm the more
I'm the favorite wife now.
Special.
So you see that Iyawo that is calm, looking at you, smiling at you. She's not a fool. Yeah, she's not a fool. If you are the wise girl, wife, new wife that is coming in, be humble. Be humble. Maintain your lane. Like Chisom said, there is a standard. Are you getting it? So there, you know, you are not the first or you are not the second. Give honor to whom honor is due. If you do that, I believe there will be some level of decency in the family. There will be some level of peace in the family. You are talking of how to maintain peace, right? So there will be some level of peace and decency in the family. Respect, despite regardless of what the man told you when he was bringing you in, or how he toasted you to bring in, he must have lied to you. I don't want them. They are useless. I've not touched this woman for 5 years. I've not touched this woman for 10 years. If you extradite that man well, that man go last night too.
Okay, but what if it's a situation where maybe the lady coming in as the last wife, you come in, you're humble, you're coming into, you know, with a very open mind. I'm coming to wave the white flag.
And you miss
But these ladies are already wearing red flag.
They are waiting
They're
for
already
you.
waiting to, you know, make you uncomfortable and push you out.
I've seen a case where the two women were fighting before. They were at a longer head before. When the third wife came, they settled.
They teamed up.
They settled
Just
immediately
correct.
and became a team. A formidable team for that matter. Just to chase you away.
Wow.
To chase the third wife away. You know, I said just expect the unexpected. The wife, the man in question was like, these women were fighting. I now have to bring the third one to have peace. They have settled. They settled overnight and make the last one their enemy. So what do you do in that situation? So now you said, what if the woman that is coming is humble, want to be respecting boundaries and all that, and you meet, the one you are getting to meet at home is a lion waiting for you. What do you do in that case? If the onions now, the ball will fall back on the man. The man has to, man enough to own up to his responsibilities. That you bring these women together. They were all in their places. You brought them together. So you swing it to action. Maintain peace. Whatever sacrifice you need to make peace and make them to be at peace. You will do it ASAP.
I don't know if there will be peace in a polygamous home. I really haven't seen a home or a polygamous home where there's 100% peace, because every woman had come in with their own expectations from the man. And, like they both said, women are very envious. We're very envious people. Just like I'm envying Chisom and Edith. They are looking very pretty, and I honestly am envying their clothes. I want to have it, But that will be after the program. And anyway, that brings us to the end of today's program. I hope you ladies enjoyed our program today.
Oh, we do.
Polygamy is very large. It's not a topic we want to end in one day. But I promise my viewers out there, I'm going to bring in these three wives so they come and share to us how they understand polygamy and how they are managing to live in the same home with one man. Thank you so much, Jason, for being here today.
Thank you so much, Patricia. I really appreciate it.
And thank you, Edith.
Thanks for having me. Expect more from WIC.
Exactly. And then when the three women will be here, we're going to be having a round table, probably 6 of us, because Chisom and Edith are, of course, going to be here to ask these women questions, how they are managing their home. I am Patricia Uremu Gabriel. See you same time next week. Bye.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV.